idea today about how we can all get enlightened if we just only develop understanding that existence is not physical. It's a life-changing revelation. I still remember when it dawned on me one day. It was just something like a complete rebirth, such a relief. Nothing in this worldly experience can possibly compare with that moment. Everything changes, life-changing. It's open to all of us. What is needed is really just to develop this understanding through being exposed to a different interpretation of life and existence that we have been exposed to in our whole life and during many lifetimes before this life cycle. We need to change that. We need to get exposure of this different interpretation of life and existence itself as non-physical. There are experiences that are physical in nature, like experience on a human level, experience when we are dreaming, although with a different logic and different laws than on a human level in everyday life. And many other experiences. They're all different types of experiences that can be had. But the existence itself is a spirit. It's not physical. Expose yourself to this different interpretation of existence, of life, by watching daily some channels that are dedicated to this sort of interpretation of life, reading some spiritual texts about it, and also, of course, as I mentioned in a previous video, change the habit of attaching to the thoughts, to the habit of not attaching to the thoughts, complete detachment from the thoughts, not engaging with the thoughts. And all this together, after a while of this exposure and this practice, it will bring about a complete understanding, deep understanding of how existence is indeed not physical. It is a spirit, spiritual, unlimited, without any differences, any differentiations inside it, without any time or space, without any center. Just absolutely beautiful experience that you will be gaining more and more directly the more you sort of expose yourself and become acquainted and accepting of this different interpretation of existence and life than what you've been exposed to so far, and practicing detachment from thoughts at the same time. This way, if we do both these things, we can really all get enlightened rather sooner than later through just doing these two things regularly on a daily basis. And then we'll be able to experience for longer and longer periods existence itself, pure existence, unprocessed, directly. When we are not attaching to the mental concepts, when we're completely away from the thoughts. In this realm of pure existence, we'll be getting deeper and deeper, sinking deeper and deeper, and getting more and more insights ourselves, firsthand, about existence, about what is, about how things are, and so on and so on. So just always remember that this enlightenment, as it's called, it's just really not beyond you, not beyond any of us, really. And when exposing yourself to this different interpretation of existence and life, also pay attention that you do not need to burden yourself with too many mental concepts, mental concepts with multiple meanings, mental concepts that have got some philosophical connotations that are sort of stacked together. No, you want to stay away from it. You want to keep it really simple. You want to be really sparing with the mental concepts and ideas, really sparing with the thoughts, sparing with the words. Because you're just muddying the waters with all these different names and different connotations and different sort of philosophical sort of allusions. You're just muddying the water when you really want to keep the water completely crystal clear as possible. beyond mental concepts, without engaging with mental concepts. So do not plunge yourself into this long, wound up sort of discourses or discussions about existence and this and that and this word and this name and that name. Stay away from it. Keep it simple. Sparing with words, sparing with mental concepts. Stay away from them as much as possible. And then you're on the right track to experience pure existence for yourself directly, to gain more and more insights into the not physical, spiritual nature of existence itself, becoming more and more accepting to it, more and more acquainted to it, till we really get a first-hand experience and we become enlightened ourselves. It is the path for everyone to follow who has the will and a need to know the existence, and to get rid of all this tension and friction and struggles inside when we are sort of confronted day by day by this completely mistaken interpretation of life and existence itself. We need to change that. It's so worth doing. Nothing in this life is so worth doing as that. I leave it with you. Thank you as always. Take care. Bye-bye.